Welcome everybody to the next video. This is Automobilista 2, and I've had a couple attempts at recording a video for this, I will be honest. Now, initially it was controller setup, and then it's slowly moved on to more things like just slight setup issues, such as audio on the recordings, because when I went to edit it, I could not hear a word I was saying over the game audio. So I've been back and I have sorted that problem out. Played around with the audio settings and actually got it set up properly. It's just reminded me to plug my headphones in. Now, first thing that I want to show everybody is the controls. So, say I'm playing on a Power A, Power A Xbox One / Series X controller. So the configuration that I've gone with so far: steering dead zone of 0, sensitivity of 30, which I'm actually going to turn down now to 20 after having a little test drive in Mercedes. This thing I've noticed a lot with the cars is the general basic setup. There's a lot of body roll, and for me, from cars that I've actually drove in real life, I'm not used to that. Not to the extent that these are, because you can see the corners of the car literally tipping over. It feels like you're going to fall over. So throttle dead zone, I've got to 0, and sensitivity, we've got to 10. This is quite important. This is important mainly for the more powerful rear-wheel drive cars. You find that the cars that are designed to put the power down, so to speak, are generally alright. Braking dead zone of 0, sensitivity of 10, clutch I've not touched. Speed sensitivity I put up to 100, it makes the car a little bit less twitchy at high speeds. Controller damping, I still don't know what this does. Not really played about with it that much. Vibration I've put down to 10 because this controller just vibrates at max regardless of what's going on. So if you put it down to 10, it'll only vibrate if it really needs to. The one thing I will say is for the dead zones is make sure that your controller's calibrated, otherwise you'll get random ghost movements going on. Right, so on from that, go into a single race. As I say, I've been doing some testing here. Go for a reasonably simple track, I suppose. Nothing too fancy. Change the car up though. See what we can go with. I don't want to go with something that's too difficult to control, so to speak, because it's getting a bit boring now, being struggling all the time. So I think what I might actually go with, to be honest, is a car that's actually designed for the sort of speeds that we'll be doing. Jude. Go with that. I always forget how weird menus are with controller. So to actually start the event, you have to press the start button. When I see things on the screen, I'm used to just being able to move the cursor over to it. So bit of a weird one, but A lot of wheel spin off the line there. Very bumpy. Almost definitely just got a flat spot there as well. Oh. I think that would probably be a disqualification, not gonna lie. The thing I've noticed with the circuits on this game is they are very bumpy. Especially Brazil. So I am not able to keep up with the pack all that well. Certain areas where I do catch up, but I feel like I was braking hard then, but was still locking the wheels up. Don't know if that's something to do with the controller or if that's just the brakes on the car. Right, let's concentrate, see if we can catch up. Last lap. With that sort of line or not. Braking too early. I will say this is a very difficult game, but in comparison to the likes of project cars, cars seem to be a lot more controllable. Something that I've found so far. Although I'm not sure on the body roll thing still. See how the cars sort of... It doesn't seem like a fluent movement. Right, so that was that. Obviously didn't do very well. But I suppose that's part of it being a sim. You're not expected to start from the back and then work your way all the way to the front. Go for another single race. This time we'll try some slower cars. I don't really have anything that's particularly a normal slow car. It's obviously a lot of Brazilian based things with cars like this. I think these could be quite fun. It's like a little golf sort of thing. And we will go to Um, but did I just see? We did Bathurst. It's a very long circuit, so I will probably only do one lap of this, and then I'm going to call it there. Don't want this video to be too long. I will be doing more in this game in the future, but I am going to be working away this week. I've got plenty of Dirt 2 recorded, or Dirt Rally 2. So, to anyone that does subscribe and watch the videos, there will be things to watch still. Just, this won't be one of them things just yet. That's the only thing. But that's not a problem. I'm sure I'll have free time in the future to get to play this. I should have a wheel by then as well. Or at least I intend to. I'm not sure what to think about this. We're all in the same car and the AI seems to be pulling away from me. And fast at that. Am I changing up too early? It appears so. Look at him flying away up the hill. Not really sure what's going on there. Not done anything wrong as of yet. Now I have done. See, they didn't seem to even lift through there. Not really sure what... Not really sure what's going on. How can they be pulling away from me in the exact same car? Caught up a little bit there. I think that was too long of a lap. I may as well just finish this off now. See if I can actually catch up to the pack this time. With a corner like that, I won't. Really feel the camber of the road pulling the car over. Terrible line up there. Terrible line. Absolutely flying away from me. And even lifted. I feel like it wasn't terrible, but obviously it wasn't the cleanest. Same again. So, the important stuff, my impressions on this game. It is good. I wouldn't say it's as good as Project Cars, personally. You can tell it's a bit of a ghetto version of Project Cars. That's the correct way to put it. It's like the Tesco value version. That's probably a better way to put it. Especially when you've got this sort of like banger car racing going on. That's not really banger cars, but you get the idea. Always going against my word here. Just don't want to come across as offensive in any way, I guess. But, yeah. It's quite enjoyable. I'm catching the pack up a bit now, but they're still pulling away from me on the straight, so I don't really understand what to do about that. I've not played enough of the game to know yet. Obviously, the more I play, the more I'll get used to it. Especially if I get a wheel, it should be a bit more interesting. I'll only be able to play Project Cars and record it if I get a capture card, because it's on Xbox. I don't particularly want to buy it again. Forza Horizon 4 I can just transfer straight over to the PC. I've done the same with Rocket League, but I don't think that's something that I'll record much of. Just be sticking to this and the rally for the time being. I got that up. Really got that up. Yeah, I can see it being an enjoyable game. I'll have a go at some of the championships when I'm home in a week's time or so. Probably record them, do a couple practice runs, and then record it when I've actually got a bit more of a feel for the game. It's definitely want to do longer laps. Just do a full video for a race. Yeah, I give up. Disqualify me, I don't care. And there we go, across the line. So that has been Automobilista 2 is an interesting game. Really is an interesting game. I mean, if I can get the camera angle. You ever played a game where you can drive a car like this? Sounds very interesting. Yeah, hopefully do a few more videos on this in the future. I did enjoy it. Not sure if there's a handbrake or not. As I said earlier, there's plenty of Dirt Rally 2.0 content coming up. Pre-recorded lots. Pre-recorded lots because stop moving. Is there no handbrake? God knows what I've done here. Stop moving. Right. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment in ways that you think I could improve. As I say, hopefully I can turn this into a bit of a hobby. I don't really have a hobby, so to speak, at the minute, so I don't want to just sit and play games all the time for no reason. So if I'm recording them, it makes me feel like I've got a reason. Especially if people start watching it, and I can actually become a bit more entertaining, because I don't feel entertaining at the moment. Definitely becoming a bit more talkative, but yeah, see how things progress. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.